This week on Sport Fishing, we're back in beautiful Baja, California. And for this week's episode, we're going to be fishing out of La Paz, and we'll be staying at the wonderful Hotel Marina here in La Paz. For this week's show, we're going to be fishing offshore outside of the beautiful bay here, looking for all kinds of game fish. So make sure you stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. This week's episode of Sport Fishing is brought to you in part by Super Silver Thread. When it's time to change your line, it's time for Super Silver Thread. By Mustad, the fish hook people. By Lowry's, the difference is delicious. Bomber Baits for both fresh and saltwater fishing. And by Shakespeare, manufacturing America's best-selling rod, the Ugly Stick.
De tu casa cuando me miren tomando pensarán que por tu causa yo me.
For today's show, we flew down to La Paz, Mexico on Aero California. Aero California offers convenient flights from Los Angeles International Airport. Now everybody on the flight was really nice to us, and we had great service for the 2-hour flight from LAX down to La Paz.
Cada vez que vengo a verte siempre me voy resbalando. Es que tengo mala suerte o es que me está lloviznando y ándale. Pero si vieras seco mi chaco en mi higuera ladera y ándale.
Pero si cuando seco mi chaco en mi higuera floreando y ándale.
Once safely on the ground, it's a short 10-minute drive from the airport into the beautiful town of La Paz in Baja, Mexico. La Paz is the capital of the state of Baja California Sur, which most Southern Californians just call Southern Baja. Did you know that the word La Paz means peace? It's quite suitable description for today, but it is ironic considering the harsh past that this city has seen. In 1829, La Paz became the capital of Baja California after Loreto was destroyed by a hurricane. American troops occupied La Paz during the Mexican-American War around 1846 through 1848, but left after the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed by the governments of Mexico and United States, and the official end of the war. Well, we're out here in the channel right now, we're trolling, and we're aboard the Vámonos, and our skipper is Luis. And skipper, what island is this here?
That's Espiritu Santo Island.
Espiritu Santos. And on the other side of us is Surabo Island. And then inside from that would be Punta La Arena and
Punta Arenas, and this is Punta Coyote here.
Punta Coyote. And right now we're just trolling. We have a couple of lures out for marlin, one for Dorado, and basically that's what we're hoping to run over right now.
Yeah. Dorado or marlin.
And we're working our way over to a high spot,
El Bajo.
El Bajo.
El Embudo.
And this place is known for its large tuna,
Yeah.
the good numbers of tuna.
Yeah.
And what is it? Just a seamount out here?
Seamount, that's about 60 feet deep.
60 feet deep?
Yeah. And that's about a half a mile around.
There should be lots of fish there.
Yeah.
We hope.
Yeah, we hope. There's lots of fish there.
And this is the very first show we've ever taped out of La Paz. We've showed you lots of fishing in the past down here in Baja, mainly from Cabo San Lucas and the East Cape, and even shows from Loreto and Mulegé. But this is the very first time that we brought our camera into La Paz and came fishing here. And one of the reasons we did is because at the Marina Hotel now, they have these yachts, a little bit bigger than just cruisers, where you can get out here in the fishing grounds rather fast. And today it only took us about 35 minutes.
Yep.
In the old days, if you're in a panga, it's a big hassle to come all the way out of that bay. So this is nice. And out of the Marina Hotel, they have the Vámonos, and they also have... and how big is that yacht?
That's a 65 foot.
65 foot yacht?
And then
The Blackman I saw.
yeah.
And then
Mi Querida, that's 26 foot single diesel. And that Ludacy, that's 48 trawler. Yeah.
and plus they have super pangas and all that stuff.
There's
A lot of those around there. Well, what we're going to do right now, just keep on trolling. We're looking, we got our binoculars with us, and we're looking around, but we have beautiful weather conditions today. The temperature's probably around 80 degrees. It's really comfortable. We have a slight breeze out of the north, and we're just going to work our way out here off the island. Going to go over to the seamount and see if we can find some fish there. Well, we made it to our first stop of the day where we're going to be fishing for a little while at least. It's called El Bajo, and it's a spot right in this area. Comes up to about 60 feet of water. You can see one of the Mexican cruisers over there. And right behind him there's a huge spot of bait. And as we came up on the spot, we noticed some yellowfin tuna jumping. So what we're doing right now is just drifting, fly line fishing with live bait. And it's pretty simple fishing. We're just kind of drifting here. We got a couple more pangas just came in on the same spot. See the gear we're using. Got accurate reels. Filled this 4.0 size reel filled with 50-pound super silver thread, and got the Shakespeare ugly stick tiger rod, and have a size 8 mustad hook, live bait hook. And all we're doing is just letting the line out a little bit and just letting it swim. And what we're probably going to have to do eventually is get in tighter on the bait fish. We're trying to see if there's any tuna outside this. And on a high spot like this, with these bait fish that are right here, it could be anything. Dorado, we spotted a few Dorado as we got in closer, and there's always a chance of marlin being around, because this is, even though it's only 60 feet deep right over the spot, but around it, it just drops off to a couple thousand feet. And fishing with me today is Big Tuna Bill, and Bill's a representative from Hotel Marina, who we're fishing out of today aboard the Vámonos. And you were saying that anglers out here last week had caught fish in this area up to 100 pounds, even a little bit bigger?
Right here, 70 to 100 pounds. And a few of the anglers have been getting spooled, but the fish have been turning on and off, and I think it's because the water temperature has been changing frequently. It gets real warm up to 81, 82 degrees. Then it's been dropping down. They've been getting these cold upwellings. It seems to turn the fish off somewhat. Makes it where they're not too hungry.
Yeah, and yesterday we had pretty windy conditions, and we didn't come out. We first day into the hotel, and today it's just beautiful. It's like glass out here. It's just gorgeous conditions. And what's nice about having a boat like this, having the larger yachts that they have at the hotel, is you can make a run out here in just about an hour.
Yes, it's about 30 miles from the hotel, but the advantage to having a nice fast boat like this with twin Cummins diesels is that we can get out here in about an hour, hour and a half, and be on the fish right away.
And a boat this size, the Vámonos, you can fish, what, 4 or 6 people?
You can fish up to 6 on this boat. This is a 33-foot Hatteras, It's very fast, very comfortable,
Yeah.
and it's pretty economical to charter also.
Yeah, for 4 people, this would be really comfortable, but
Perfect.
yeah, you could get 6 people on here. 4 would be really comfortable. Boy, there's a lot of bait fish just working back here.
See the fish jumping over here?
Yeah, just surrounding that ponga. Let's see if we can get one. We got to get one here.
We'll try.
There we go. Woo! We had a school of pargo come up on the reef, and I casted out a bomber, one of the magnums.
That was beautiful. The whole water was red.
Yeah, the whole ocean was
Isn't that great? That's good to see.
Boy, hope I can stop this guy. We got all kinds of skipjack schooling around us, and some tuna. And I just saw this pargo. You barely see it in the water there. There's a kind of a reddish stained color to the water, and that's all pargo. Yeah. It's one of the benefits of coming down here to La Paz. You never know what you're going to catch.
You know, so many people target fish, a particular fish, and they don't bother to try to catch what's there.
Yeah,
And they miss out. This is great action.
this is beautiful. It's been probably about 5 years since I've caught a pargo. Look at them right there on the surface. Beautiful pargo. Beautiful fish. Look at that, beautiful color. Yeah. It's all right. All right. Woo! All right. These guys are dangerous. The color, their teeth, stick them right in the hole. Yeah, it's a beautiful fish. You can see that lure that I used here. That's just a bomber magnum, long A, silver and black. Fish came up and ate it. Beautiful fish. This is that beautiful pargo I just caught. Just casted right to him. Got him on this bomber. That's a long A in the magnum size. And it looks like almost like a black and chrome color anchovy. Just threw it right out on top of him, and the fish jumped all over it. Beautiful fish. Look at these teeth. Really dangerous teeth. You have to be real careful with them. And this guy will taste delicious. That's a beautiful fish. Well, stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more action here fishing out of La Paz. Woo! That was great. Gracias.
The Galley. Recipes and tips for preparing your fish at home. This week, The Galley is brought to you by Acme Lures.
Standing next to me is Victor. And Victor, I want to thank you for inviting us down here to Salsitas. And for those of you who've never been to Cabo San Lucas, Salsitas is located right next to the harbor. And you guys specialize in different types of Mexican
Seafood.
seafood especially. And what do you have for us here today?
We're gonna fix a ceviche over here. And what we have is a fish, which is dorado, and then over here is clam juice, and a red sauce ketchup, black pepper over here, lime juice, Mexican sauce, oregano, and some salt over here.
Okay, how do we start off?
Well, we're gonna start with a little bit of fish over here, which marinate in lime juice.
Now, I know you said this is dorado, but for those of our viewers that live in Southern California, they can use almost any kind of fish.
Any kind of fish is good, but which is the most favorite fish?
Okay.
Some lime juice over here.
Now, this lime juice, do you normally let the fish sit in that for a while?
For at least couple hours.
Okay.
So you can do less than that, but which is the more tasty. You know?
Okay, and after you have the lime juice, what do we go to next?
Well, we have to wait for at least an hour, and then we put away the lime juice, and then we put all the ingredients together. Okay. So
Next.
is lime juice, some ketchup over here.
See, this is new for me. I didn't know you guys added ketchup to ceviche.
Yes. Also, we put some beer up at the very end.
Salsa.
Mexican salsa.
And this is your own salsa that you make here at the
Homemade,
restaurant?
right. Yes. And also some oregano.
Well, this is looking good.
Tastes great. Some pepper over here.
This is just regular black pepper?
Right. And then a little bit of salt.
Just a tiny bit.
Right.
There you go.
And then we mix all of this.
And for those that never had this type of meal, we don't cook this at all. This is all being cooked by the juices.
Right. Just marinate in lime juice.
Just kind of marinating. And the marinade actually cooks the fish.
Right. The lime juice is the one.
Okay.
And at the very end, we just let it rest with some beer. Any kind of beer.
Well, of course, we have to use a Mexican beer since this is a Mexican dish.
Right.
Now, we have olives here. Is that just to add color to the dish?
Yeah, right. This is for like the decorator for the plate.
Okay. Well, we already have one that's been all prepared for us. As Victor pointed out, this dish does take a couple hours to do it properly. So let's take a look at the finished dish we have here.
This is our final dish over here.
And this is a ceviche.
And a regular shrimp cocktail over here.
And this is a beautiful presentation. You guys did a wonderful job here. Thank you very much, Victor, for having us down.
Thank you for coming down.
And for those of you who are coming down to Cabo San Lucas, make sure you come and try a meal here at Salsitas. This is beautiful food, and I've got to try a piece. That's delicious. That's delicious. Thank you again.
Thank you for coming.
This week, the entire sport fishing crew stayed here at the Hotel Marina, here in beautiful La Paz. It's a great resort with a large pool, jacuzzi, and several restaurants to pick from. Everybody here was extremely nice to us, and the hotel sits right on its own marina where you can dock your boat. The Hotel Marina offers 70 double rooms, 18 studio suites, and 5 master suites. There are also condos that are right next door and are available for rental. This is a beautiful resort, and if you're looking for a place to stay in La Paz, I highly recommend you try staying here at the Hotel Marina. Hey Bill, what do you think that was? A Dorado there?
Must be. Yeah.
Look, there's another one. Get that lure. Get the lure in the water. Uno más. Yeah, it's a nice Dorado right on the surface. A little bit of bait left over. And what we're going to try to do is work this fish in a little bit close to the boat. And then Bill's going to go ahead and slide back a bait. We got a couple of pieces of bait left. And Dorado are really good about staying together and staying close to the boat. As long as you keep one hooked up, you're okay. That's what we're going to do right now. It's a beautiful fish right up on the surface. These were traveling with that manta ray.
Oh, they were following that manta ray?
Yeah.
Great.
They're right underneath the manta ray. I think I see some more fish out there. Here he comes. Here he comes, our boat. Coming to the boat. He should jump for us.
He made one jump.
There's the leader. There's the fish.
Pretty fish.
You see right behind it?
There, another right there.
Right. There's 2 more behind it. 2 more. Dos más.
Sí.
Yeah, get that lure in the water también. There you go. There you go. That ought to be instant. That ought to, yeah, he's turning on it. He's turning on it. He's right on it. He's right, he got it. He got, oh, pulled it out of his mouth. You gotta let him bite.
He's still going.
There he is.
I got him.
You come back for it?
No, but it's making its on the surface. He's going for it.
Yeah. He's going for it. Yeah. Here's my fish. Oh, he's gonna jump. He's running. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Double. All right, Bill. Oh,
nice jump.
nice bull. You got a beautiful bull. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish, beautiful fish. All right. Right here. Yeah, these are nice sized fish. It's a beautiful female Dorado. Delicious. Okay. We'll take a look at him in a second. Got an attitude.
He's right on the surface right there. See
Yep.
it? Oh, he's done a little run. There he goes.
There he comes up the surface. He's gonna jump. Oh yeah.
Nice jump. You think all that jumping is wearing him out? Look at him pull.
Nah, you're not gonna tire out for a while. Oh, beautiful.
Doggone it. He chewed through the line.
No leader.
No leader.
That's what happens. Well, this Bill again.
That's a catch and release.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I had a hold of the leader.
Let's go get the marlin. We just saw a marlin out here. We're gonna go get it. Bill just lost that one. Of course, I didn't lose my fish. I got lucky. I got my fish in. We just spotted a jumping marlin right up here, about a quarter mile away. We're gonna go run over there real fast, see if we can get that one. Everyone here at Sport Fishing would like to thank Aero California for arranging for our air travel for today's episode. For your next flight to Baja, make sure you fly Aero California. We'd also like to thank Hotel Marina and Big Tuna Bill for all their help in getting this week's show done too. Well, this is Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us next week when we bring you part 2 of our La Paz fishing adventure. So make plans to join us, and I'll see you next week.